They should make laws to stop people from doing that.
Right?
Why haven't they done that yet?
It's just a failure in government, I think.
Yeah.
There was one comedian he was talking about. Yeah, I think Australia did it right. Like, someone shot up a school and they said, "Give me your guns," and we said, "Yeah, that's fair."
Honestly, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think I'm good to go. Are you too good?
I think so.
So?
Right.
Too good. 3 good, 5 you.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Alright. So, quick little recap what happened last time. You arrived, Dr. Powell Estate, met a whole bunch of, wacky kooky characters, some very unique personalities, we'll say that. Just sort of mingled for a little while, got yourself set up in your little guest rooms, and when Dr. Powell finally emerged and festivities truly began with the dinner, the lights went out. There was a gunshot, and when the lights came back on, Dr. Powell was lying on the floor in his own blood, still alive, barely conscious, and most probably dying. You did everything you could to try and sort of stem the bleeding and hopefully prolong his life. The butler, Bartholomew, went and called the authorities and said that they would be quite a while. Both due to sort of how late it is and sort of where the estate is located. It's just harder for them to get there quickly. And upon more investigation, you sort of determined that Dr. Powell was likely shot by a 45 automatic. And you found that Major Thorne's pistol was missing. And he did admit that it was a 45 automatic. But you did find a spare magazine. Once you sort of stabilized Dr. Powell as much as you could, you took him to the living room and set him up in front of the fireplace on one of the large sort of lounges, trying to make him as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
And we will resume from there. The fire... Marcus has started the fire. It's sort of rumbling. Not intensely. It's just sort of like a very cozy kind of warmth. Virginia's been led in by Dr. Gray. She's still very kind of in shock about the whole thing. She sort of sits down near the fire as well. And generally everyone's just kind of wondering, what the hell do we do now?
Yeah.
What are you guys up to?
Oh.
I think Louis. I'm trying to decide where Louis ends and I begin, because I want Louis to be a character, not just insert me. I'm thinking this thing.
I know.
Oh.
However,
but I want Louis to be smart.
Well, that's the thing. If it's something that you reckon he would logically do in this situation, Go for it.
The thing I think the the thing that I would remember, which I know that I think neither Louis or Freck have discussed anything in depth of the sort of like still kind of owe us thing. Um,
No, I don't think you have.
so like I'm wondering if I would assume that because Freck did art, I don't know if the commissions were paid ahead of time. Um, but like I mean, I know that he owes me money. And I would kind of assume it probably similar with a lot of other people. So
You would know Dr. Powell quite well. So if you know that that is something that he has a history of, I think that's a fair assumption. Because he
yeah,
he
I
he
think
he definitely does have a history of being like, late.
yeah, like he's come around, like he has like paid, but it was like a bit after the fact, and it has been a while. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
uh,
So
um, I mean, I guess I could like I don't I think I don't know how Louis would broach the topic. I like. Oh, hmm.
it's a very unique
I don't know.
situation.
Well, I guess I guess immediately I'll be pacing back and forth behind where like the doctor is where he's laying is kind of like in between the fireplace and me, so like I'm kind of like pacing back and forth in the background, like trying to collect my thoughts.
Yep.
Um, but definitely everybody would see how anxious I was.
Excellent. What would Freck be doing? Or what is Freck
Trying
doing?
to still really attending wounds if I can. Maybe
Okay.
maybe I've stepped off to leave it alone.
Um
But like just monitoring him basically.
yeah. So you'd be sitting nearby just keeping an eye on him, or
Yeah. Touch his forehead, see if he's going feverish.
he's clammy. When you sort of
Ugh.
like touch his forehead with your hand and stuff. Um Seems to you, especially since you got like a pretty good first aid roll earlier, um like you definitely think that he's like fighting quite hard to like well, not die, you know? Um so but like
Survive.
survive. But that that like level of consciousness, it's like inconsistent. Um he's and when I say like consciousness, I mean like he's responsive to stimuli a little bit, um but he's just, non-responsive basically.
Yeah.
um so yeah, Virginia's
I'm gonna say
sitting
that
gone.
I notice Jelly's start to pace. It's like, I kind of look over and like, what are you doing?
He's not the only one pacing. Major Thorn is
Yeah.
sort of going back and forth in front of the fireplace as well. Um, Marcus is still just sort of tending to the fire, and I think Marcus would say the same thing to Major Thorn, but just separately, sort of like stop doing that, please. Um, but go on.
uh.
It would. Okay. Let me ask this:
Go.
Do I would Louis think that so the 45 is is magazine loaded.
Yes.
What like a full I I will say this, having a full spare magazine for what was probably more of a decoration than like a firearm that was intended to be used. Does that mean he had two full magazines on him coming to the house?
Well, it would certainly seem that way.
Because that's loaded. Like that's loaded and ready to go.
Yeah.
Like it would strike me as that. Like I don't know if that's something that the major would normally do. So yeah, I guess I would do that. I would just it'd be like just out of nowhere, like right after Marcus would ask uh Major Thorn to like stop it, and I'd be like, I'll just say out loud, two two magazines. Am I thinking of this right? Two. See,
What?
two. You came to the house. You came to the house. 1920s version of Strapped, loaded. Um, you, like you came to the house for a dinner. I assume you got the same invitation as us. You came with with like multiple magazines
Enough
of
to take us all
ammunition
out.
for your gun. Like like obviously he's gonna have some like I'm not judging that you're carrying. I sort of expect it, Major, but like you gotta ease my mind, Major, please. Like, why would you have two full magazines on you? Like, did you only carry one? Are all the bullets there, or are there two? Like, how many did you bring with you?
Are you implying what I think you're implying? He looks stunned. Like he has stopped in his tracks and he kind of looks stunned.
I'm like, I'm look, I'm not implying any of your motive. I'm asking you to cast as much doubt on that idea as possible. Like, not, I guess, to defend yourself. I'm not like saying you did it. Like, I'm not saying you did. You would have had your gun on you. Like, you don't got anything in your pockets.
Well,
I ain't got anything. Nobody else has got
I've got a knife.
it.
I'm not gonna lie here.
an officer does not leave without his sidearm. An officer should be armed at all times. If I must admit, I probably forgot I had a second magazine in one of my pockets. But I look. Have you ever heard the adage, Louis? Walk softly and carry a big stick.
Uh, I don't know if I've heard it, but I get it.
That's a
I
new
get
one.
it though. That's
It is.
that's pretty good. Like, yeah, I don't ever heard it before, but you know what? Yeah, you gotta put that on like a mug or something.
Well, maybe, but it's off the point. Look, look. I assure you, having the second magazine was purely an accident. Normally, it's just the weapon itself, which I know doesn't make me look any better because it's gone and probably been used to shoot my good friend. But
I don't think it's as much of an accusation. We're just trying to get the facts straight.
I,
So there
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a full magazine already in the gun. Yes?
well, minus one bullet, I suppose.
Yeah, -1, I guess. All right. So there are. Okay. So there are what
It's
20 some odd bullets in the house now.
Well,
look, Major, look, let me apologize. I just wanted to
no.
right. That's all I need.
I
I don't
I understand, Louis. It's very stressful at the moment.
yeah, you told me.
So, if someone has taken my firearm, they have 6 bullets left in it, and then you've got another 7. So, I it's enough to cause a lot more harm. But theoretically, we're all aware now it's going to be much harder to use it. I wouldn't be surprised if they fired and ditched it somewhere, but I don't know where that would be.
Yeah, that's tough. Second thought before I lose track. Do we have any lanterns or lamps or anything, little oil lamps and something that we can depend on for light if the power goes out again? Because pretty sure if the power goes out again, I'm gonna punch somebody.
Bartholomew would sort of like step in at this point. He's sort of been like observing from like the sidelines, being a good butler, right? Like, what is it?
Which I'm not used to, so I'm a little scared when it happens.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember what they say about servants, but regardless, we'll move on. And yeah, he sort of pipes up and he's like, actually.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Bonnie,
sorry.
don't scare me like that.
And he kind of like throws his hands up and he's like, like in response. And then he like one hand on his heart and he's like, oh, my apologies.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Barney. What were you saying?
Sorry, as I was going to say, we keep a stockpile of candles and yes, lanterns for this very reason. The generator is finicky, to say the best, and the groundskeeper does his best, but it's machinery. I can retrieve them if you'd like.
That's okay. Look, I don't want to make no decisions for nobody, but I think from this point on, we probably shouldn't be alone.
I bet the doctor has a flashlight on him.
Yeah, do you want to check him?
I'm gonna check him.
Alright. How are you searching him?
Just pat his pockets real quick.
Okay. So yeah, you give him like a quick pat down. And you do feel something. It seems like in one of his like inner coat pockets. And upon further investigation, there a stack of bloodied papers and things.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of you saw them earlier.
Louis.
Yeah.
Yes, and
I saw lectures about some like tribes in like the area around Uganda.
Yes, and sort of being able to like quickly skimming through the blood, you see that as well. It's just a lot harder to make out now.
Yeah.
But aside from that, you find he has like some keys on him. And like really, that's about it.
Aw.
Unfortunately.
He didn't have a gun missing one bullet.
Yeah, he shot himself.
Shot himself in the leg. Or the gun, I mean.
I miscalculated. Ooh.
I forgot I was supposed to kill everybody
Power
else
outage just
and
scared
myself.
him and he jumped. Shot himself. Anyway.
Someone be
Damn,
knocking.
I was thinking Inventor Man would be like, was that a knock? What? Huh?
I didn't say nothing.
Sorry, someone knocked on my door. We're good. All right.
Oh, on his door.
Yes.
Got it.
Sorry. Fuck. Sorry. Where were we?
I was just saying. I figured, like in, somewhat rich man would have like a flashlight, a newfangled flashlight.
If he does, he doesn't have it on him.
Yeah. That's what I was going for. All right, I don't find a flashlight. I want to give the papers a closer look now that they're in hand.
All right.
Roll a history or something.
What skill would be best for this?
World.
Yeah, I think natural world will work for this.
Nope. Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
My bad. Yes.
Okay. So, looking through the blood-soaked pages, they're sort of like hard to separate, especially since like some of it is still quite wet, and like on the outer sections, it's like drying a little bit.
Mhm.
So it sucks to look through, but you kind of skim what you can. Uh, it's about half of it seems to be basically like what he was going to tell you,
Mhm.
before everything happened. It's about like, the help he's received, how grateful he is, the like amazing discoveries he's been able to make, and sort of going through his most recent, um, I suppose, expedition slash dig, um, in the region like around Uganda, like modern day Uganda.
Mhm.
Um, but you can't really glean much else from those. The rest of it is like anthropological notes on um this extinct peoples from where he was. You can't get the exact location. Like it's all just like, covered in blood and illegible now. um but it sort of talks about how they had some like bizarre fascination with and like a pagan god, because everything's pagan to the Christians, and and like a lot of other tribes around like the area like believe they were like devil worshippers. um but Dr. Power just thinks that's a load of fucking bullshit. um but that's about all you can read.
Okay.
The rest is all just smattered in gore.
Ew.
Yeah.
I guess I fold that back. Put it back in.
No
his
worries.
pocket.
Yeah, you kind of gently try to put it back inside his pocket without
Yeah.
messing it up too much. Um, I think people would see what you're doing, but they wouldn't comment because you won't subtle about it. I imagine you just like
No.
yeah
No.
yeah
Like what? You patted him down. You took his papers. You didn't find what we think you're looking for.
yeah
I mean, I did say,
exactly
does he have a flashlight? And started patting him down. Like, no flashlight. What's this?
yeah
All right.
yeah, and then you put him back. So it's like
Yeah.
they at first they were like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then they came around.
All
Um,
right. I'd like to check on Virginia and Dr. Gray.
Easy. So yeah, Virginia is looking quite pale. Even through like the pale makeup that she's wearing. Um, and she's sort of like fanning herself with one of those fold out fans that were quite popular at the time. And um, yeah, she's looking faint, and she's got like a cup of water in one hand, and she's kind of staring off into the middle
Thanks to jellies.
distance. What happened?
I said thanks to jellies.
What did jellies do?
You get the water.
Oh, of course. Sorry. And
Well,
I thought
Louis.
you were talking out of game. But yeah,
It was all me.
she's just kind of staring off into the middle distance at the moment. Like not really at anything or anyone in particular.
Mhm.
This you can quickly gather at a glance that this is definitely like the worst thing she's ever seen.
Yeah.
Dr. Gray is very deep in thought, to the point that he only sort of rouses when you like physically like touch him and like
Mhm.
call his name. He doesn't look to be like, traumatized, more so just like, yeah, thinking really, really hard, and I suppose like in his own mind palace, if you wanted to call it like that.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, he sort of stirs when you like touch him and get closer. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, Freck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do you need?"
I need to figure out who shot him.
Well,
I
that's what I've been thinking on too. But
got any ideas?
I just don't know who would, especially here. But I do agree with Louis's assessment that we should stick close. I think that would be good for us all.
Yeah, I don't want someone to come up and finish the job.
Mm.
So I that being said, I would offer to go with Bartholomew to go get the lights.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you two will sort of skirt off, sort of after excusing yourselves. Marcus volunteers to sort of go along as well. Sort of like three heads better than one.
Yeah, I guess that would probably be best. Marcus, do you have your loaded revolver with you?
So he put it on the table to like sort of show, like, posterity with everyone. But if I recall correctly, you
We gave
told
it
him
back.
to give it, yeah, to take
Yeah.
it back. So he's gonna like rummage around in his vest, and he's gonna pull out the 38. He's gonna look at it. Um, Still empty, like he hasn't reloaded it since, um, since discussing everything. It's like unloaded, but I can load it up very quickly again.
Yeah, look, you might as well. Like, if it wasn't this gun that was used, and it was on you. It'd be a pretty good trick if you were to make another gun disappear. So, look, for right now, I say we just there's got to be someone else here.
Yeah,
So I'm
and
not gonna be pointing fingers at anybody else. Put your bullets back in your gun, and
Put your
yeah,
pants back on.
put your pants.
oh, sorry, they fall
Pull
down.
up your drawers.
And yeah, he kind of like stands up and rummages through like one of the vest pockets and like just like his pants pockets for the loose bullets, that he took out of the gun, and he starts loading them in as he walks over. And he's like, "I'm a hunter, not a magician, so unless I have some hidden talent, I think we're okay." And he
uh,
closes the cylinder into the frame and tucks it
uh,
into his
aw-
holster.
awkward chuckle, and I kind of smack him on the side of the shoulder, like, "That's a pretty good one, Marty."
You're quite
Marty?
strong, aren't you?
I am
You are very strong.
80.
Okay,
Yeah, 80 strength.
Boxer.
so
Oh, yeah, did I knock him over accidentally?
no, so you bump him on the shoulder. Marcus himself is quite tough and also uh stronger than average, but you're like, another step. And you sort of bop him on the arm, and he like you rock him to the side a little bit, and then he kind of like rubs his arm a little bit, and he just sort of keeps trucking along.
Ew.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
But that sort of gets him asking you about what you do. And as you're walking down the sort of hallways with Bartholomew leading, Looks like you're sort of heading towards the like servants area.
Yeah.
He sort of asks you, he's like, you're really quite strong. What do you do?
Yeah, boy like me, born in Brooklyn, probably gonna die in Brooklyn. It says, it's there's not a whole lot to do. Don't got a lot of brains, don't got a lot of skills, but I could take a punch, so I learned how to give a punch.
So a pugilist, or I suppose a boxer. If I
Yeah. My old coach, he used that word once.
What, pugilist?
Yeah. Yeah, what's
Uh,
does that mean a good boxer?
I'd say so.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome. You're very strong. So I can see, I can see how someone would struggle to fight against you, especially in the ring.
Yeah, sometimes they're pretty big.
That they are. Been a few boxers in my time, and won't lie, some of them scare me a little.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the face.
uh, as the
Hey, come to think of it, I should probably put that on a mug.
oh, absolutely. I think the major would phrase it more along the lines of battle. You'd figure something out, I'm sure. He's told me before. I've forgotten.
Ash quotes that in the show. Anyway.
So yeah. Shit.
So,
Yeah.
does
Thank you.
does the
Yeah.
does the doctor like sponsor you, or
Yeah, it just luck would have it. He needed somebody to carry some stuff. He was bringing back from a port. I just happened to be hanging around out there having a couple of soda pops with the boys, and yeah, I'll do that. And he grows on you really quick. Like he's that kind of guy. So
he's
it was pretty
he's
pretty easy.
he's definitely a unique personality. That's for sure.
Yeah, he is. I appreciate them. That's but yeah, no, he's like, hey, I give you money. You lift some stuff for me. And then I told him what I do, and he's like, hey, I need some protection. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm your guy. You paying? I'm your guy. Yeah,
Me
so
too.
I mean,
Me too.
sponsor, like he pays me sometimes, but
I think,
you know,
but Marcus
man's got to pay his bills.
would definitely like chuckle at that, and he'd kind of follow on with like the academic types. They've got a history of being late.
Traveling with him a little bit, he's heart's in the right place. Head, not so much.
Yes, up in the clouds or
Creative types too.
down in the dirt. Yeah, up in the clouds or down in the dirt and sand or whatever he's with at the moment. I'm just
when he gets going on whatever his special interest is. Oh man, you can't get him to stop.
Is Dr. Powell autistic? Most certainly.
What's that? That doesn't exist. Actually, no, that doesn't exist yet. But anyway.
No, I don't think the condition's been
well, I mean, Asperger's
stipulated?
was named by a Nazi scientist, so
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So
no,
not yet. Not yet. He's
he's a very focused guy, He's really he really focuses like, hyper speed focus.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast hyper is, but that's pretty fast.
This guy's goddamn quick. So yeah, apparently 43. 1943.
Yep.
By an American. So
yeah.
Well, autism, yes.
Yeah, the autism one, but Asperger's, yeah, that was a that was a oof, a yikes, perhaps.
Yeah, a yikes.
So, yeah, and he kind of like follows on, from you talking about like what you do and did with the doctor, and he's like, I'm just a guide, really. I've got all these bits and pieces, but they're more to scare shit away and clear paths and whatnot.
Hey, it's very useful. He finds himself going in places where nobody else does, or has for a while. So yeah, there's probably a couple times there I would have appreciated you being around.
I'd argue sometimes you just shouldn't be there, period. But I suppose
you're telling me.
I suppose that's how these great discoveries get made.
Yeah, not by people like us.
Well, not yet, anyway.
True.
And
your time to shine. Yeah, you'll have your time.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe I should, get into the whole hunting thing proper. And sort of before you have time to respond, Bartholomew turns his head and he's like, just in here, all the candles and lanterns for the servants.
Servants plural?
Well, tonight there's just myself and the cook and Marie, but Marie went down to bed early. And he kind of like, once he says that, his eyes kind of widen a little bit, and he's like, "You don't think?"
Well, a gun went off, and she ain't come downstairs. I mean, she a deep sleep?
But Marie would never. She's good.
You don't know what people are capable of until you see them in a bad situation.
Money is a good motivator.
Yeah.
But I suppose I shouldn't really discuss business in front of guests, but I suppose that's besides the point at the moment. Dr. Powell takes good care of us.
I'm not blaming nobody. I ain't met her yet. I don't know nothing about nothing. But we got some extenuating circumstances. Wait a minute. I don't think he would know those words. Oh, he's going to say those words, and then a little bit of blood's going to trickle from his nose. He's just going to wipe it.
That was weird.
That was weird. These are trying times, buddy. So
it's from the repeated head trauma.
Yeah, it is. That's what it's from. They beat some sense into me, literally. I'll suggest we get some candles and lanterns. Just get what we can, and then go find the other two that are in the building.
Yep.
And like gather everybody together and talk to them.
All right.
Bring them into the living room, the study. Where are we?
The fireplace. Living room. Yeah.
In the study.
I don't know, the way you said that, it just immediately made me want to go like flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
There we go. But imagine instead of that, oh my god, I forgot what they're called. The thing with the statue in it.
Oh, the alcove.
That's it. Thank you.
Parlor?
Sorry?
Parlor?
Sort of, but more like where that statue is. Just imagine that's been replaced by a fireplace. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My bad. I can be very descriptive, but then like specific words elude me.
You got to think of a lot of words in a short amount of time.
Brain worked great.
Give yourself some grace.
Brain worked great. I say is like I smile and like a little bit of drool, like.
Powering down.
you just hear like, and then like nothing for like another hour before I just suddenly come back and I'm like, I'm good. Had to recharge. My bad.
Yeah, please come. Please say something. I can't do anything from across the world.
So,
yeah.
So, you gather up a bunch of lanterns and stuff. Basically, there's not quite enough for everybody. Probably every second person. Sort of among those is probably one electrical flashlight.
Yes.
It's there was like a French one in World War One, and it sucked. It was pull tab and operated by like the dynamo spinning. So it only stayed on
It's a
as
strobe.
well. It only stayed on as long as you like pulled it, and the dynamo was spinning, so it provided power to the battery. It sucked. If you've ever seen Amnesia: The Bunker, that's the flashlight I'm talking about.
I was gonna
But
say like what was the other the Russian game that I played?
oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember either. But
anyway, he also had a shitty flashlight.
yeah, like it's very rudimentary. It's sort of one of those. It's more British in origin, but like the light output, it just sucks. But you can wear it in sort of like a shirt pocket or like clipped to like a pocket or your lapel.
Mhm.
So there's that about it. So yeah, you've got enough lanterns for every second person, plus a whole bunch of candles that you can sort of set around the place, and one electric flashlight. Plus, a bunch of matches and stuff as well.
I'll
Good.
take a lantern.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'll take the weird flashlight.
I'll actually see if I can get a photo up of it. But for the time, so I'm assuming you guys have just met back up in the living room, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I don't know why I said yeah. Good jellies. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll make it back. Hand out some candles, leave some on like, the backgammon table that's there, or
Yep.
or whatever whatever the fuck, like the game table. We'll leave some stuff there. And then I will immediately mention that there are the two other servants in the house, and we should probably go get them.
Excellent.
Get him.
Yeah, everyone is sort of Virginia and Dr. Gray. They're sort of not Virginia's definitely in sort of no state to go on an adventure, unfortunately. But Dr. Gray sort of like assures you that like if you do need to like go and split up, he'll stay here with Virginia and the good doctor, and he will he'll call out if need be.
Can I you know what? No, I'm not going to. I would want to like do like just a vibe check on those two, but Louis's not going to want to do a vibe check on those two. Louis got a mission.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Freck?
I will decide that Dr. Powell is as stable as I can get him to be.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I grab one of the towels that it was wet and like
Yep.
wipe my hands down, get the blood off.
Yep.
And yeah, let's go get those two. Bartholomew, where would they be?
Well,
Oh my god, hi!
Marie would probably be in her quarters, since she retired to bed early, and the chef, if I had to guess, still in the kitchen. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Are you, Barty? Are you telling me that this went down and neither one of those two like came looking?
Well, it's quite
Like,
possible that the chef decided to hide and wasn't aware of the goings on. Marie, I'm not sure. Maybe it was far. Maybe she's far enough away that it dampened the sound. I don't know. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That's true. Completely an unknown. So, yeah, whoever's closest, let's go.
The chef.
Okay, and I think Marcus should come with us as well.
Do you want
Maybe
them,
even
do you want the major tagging along, or
yeah, I was about to say, and also Major Thorn.
all right?
Do you want to? Are we just leaving the doctor and Virginia with Dr. Powell?
Ah, fuck. Maybe we should leave Marcus.
Dr. Gray assures you that like he can take care of everything, and he'll make one
Okay,
he'll make one hell of a racket if need be.
okay,
Gotcha.
you know what? I will say okay, but I'll vibe check him. If he's like, "Hey, don't worry, you guys go. We'll stay with the dying man." I want to vibe check him.
Okay.
What's a vibe check skill?
That would be psychology.
All right. All right, regular roll. There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Um,
hell yeah.
you believe that he's being earnest. He will stay here and keep an eye on things.
Good. Good. That's more than enough. The vibe check,
Is
he
there-
passed the vibe check. We're good.
Is there like a small but heavy bust or statue in the area?
Most definitely. Probably of one of the great minds.
Okay. I grab it off of whatever shelf it is,
Yeah.
kind of like toss it just to see how hefty it is, and then I place
It's-
it next to Dr. Gray.
It's hefty. Like it's hefty. And yeah, you said it next to him, and he's like, "What for?"
Just in case. Throw that and then yell for us.
Ah. I see. At the perpetrator.
Yes, if you see someone you don't know, just don't even ask questions.
I stamp my finger and I point, and I'm like, that's why you're the doctor.
and he kind of like nods, and he's like, "I'm sure I can manage that." All right,
Yeah.
better than nothing. And he kind of like looks up above the fireplace, and he's like, "Oh, do we know if that's loaded?" And he points to
Oh, there's a large rifle up there.
yeah, the double-barreled shotgun sitting above the on the mantelpiece of the fire.
I grab it and hand it over to the major. Like, I don't know.
So, you you like take it off. It's hefty. Like it's somehow heavier than it looks. But like distributed nicely along the gun. You don't have a great deal of knowledge in like firearms. You just think it's a neat.
I do, just not in
not in rifle
or
shotguns.
bigger.
Yeah. So to you know that it's like probably a pretty well made weapon, but that's about it. And first, how are you handing it to him?
Oh, sideways.
Excellent. So yeah, I'm imagining like one hand around the stock, one hand on the like forend, and you hand it over to him, and he looks a little like, oh, like okay, and he takes it from you, presses the sort of presses the catch on the top and opens it up, and he looks inside of it, and he's like, this look of like, he's very puzzled, and he looks at it, and he looks up at you, and then everyone else, and he pulls a shell out of the.
Actually, fucking loaded.
He pulls a shell out of the shotgun, and it's unfired. It's not a blank. It's not like, you know, one of those like uh like like caps for like dry firing and stuff. He's holding an honest to god like brass shell. And
it's a shell. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a slug?
And he's looking at it, and he's like, why on earth the good doctor had this loaded above his mantelpiece terrifies me.
Above the fire. Yeah. My jaw is just open, like, oh my god.
And he's like, it's not just the one barrel. Both were ready to fire. And he puts the shell back in and clacks it closed. And then he goes, I don't know if it's a good idea to be walking around with this in the house. It's a bit cumbersome, but I can take it if we need.
Yeah. Just in case, I'd rather it in your hands than.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I don't think Dr. Gray of Virginia are in any state on a good day to be wielding a boomstick that size. So
and
yeah, why don't we keep it with us?
Dr. Gray would pipe up and he'd be like, yes, that would annihilate my shoulder.
And the chair you're sitting in.
And
well, I don't know about that, but I also don't know anything about firearms, so yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Dr.
All right.
Thorne is loaded with 2 slugs.
All right,
sorry, Major Thorne.
All right, Marcus has his revolver. Major Thorne has a freaking elephant gun ready to go.
What are your skills in... Okay, you're both base level. Alright, no worries then.
Yep.
Alright. Cool. So yeah, you all sort of set off following good old Bartholomew. And he leads you to the dining room again. And there's one of those, like, you know, just push open doors that leads to the kitchen. And he sort of gently pushes it open, but like to the side. He's clearly like too afraid to actually like go in himself. Will either one of you take the lead, or are you going to let someone else take the lead?
I'm going to let someone with a gun take a lead.
Yeah. Honestly, if Marcus feels okay with it, if not, I'll. You know what? I'll be there at the door with Marcus, and I'll kind of like give him kind of a nod if he wants to go first, and if he declines, I'll go first.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of like both standing at the door. Major Thorne is behind you with the sort of gun pointing towards the floor, just sort of like in one hand, and you nod towards Marcus, and he takes a deep breath, and he draws the revolver, and he like very carefully kind of like steps through, and he goes to the right, but it sort of extends. I'd probably say like another like 10-20 feet like straight ahead. And you can sort of see like machinery up at the back. They just look like, you know, big ovens, cooktops, sinks, things like that.
And there's a light in here, right?
Yes, the lights are on.
Okay.
It's quite bright, actually, in this room, brighter than the dining room. And you're assuming just so that way the cooks can see what the hell they're doing.
Absolutely.
I nudge Bartholomew real quick. What's his name?
Oh, it's quite simple. It's just Stephen.
Steven.
Chef Steven.
Hey, yo, Steve!
Yeah, Stephen Gabbs. So yeah, Marcus has sort of like gone to the right, disappeared a little behind the door frame and stuff, and when you follow him in, it's just this large kitchen. Clearly, it's very modern by the time standards, and like there's space for like a few people to be working here, but you know, just because Dr. Powell doesn't often have people over, it's often not that necessary. So most of it looks like unused or very clean.
I do call out, like, "Hey, Steven!"
Give me a listen roll.
Listen, where the fuck is that?
Is that for one of us or both of us?
Oh
no. If you're both listening, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like perceiving. I'm perceiving all I can perceive.
All right, go for it. Damn. Okay,
I can. Louis is completely opposite of me. I can't hear for shit.
So you hear a very slight rustling and what sounds like someone like murmuring to themselves. And it's coming from very close to you, actually. Around one of the cupboards. Like only a few feet away.
I'll put up my hands like I'm corralling raptors in Jurassic Park.
Yep.
To kind of get it to stop, and I'll be like, "Hey, Steven, Bartholomew's with us. You doing okay there, Steven? Something's happened to the doctor. We come to check on you.
So
you all right?"
So like you're approaching these cupboards, right?
Yeah. Slow, kind of like ready for, you know, him to obviously be like, I don't know, anything but chill.
Okay. So
I have at this point grabbed my folder. I haven't pulled it out, like unfolded it yet, but I have my knife in hand.
Sweet. So yeah, you sort of hands up like Chris Pratt, gently sort of walking towards this set of like cupboards, and Marcus is kind of like turned towards you, and he's like watching what you're doing, and you can definitely hear like breathing, like heavy breathing, very stressed, and you sort of have to like go around like the corner of the tables to see around it.
Yeah.
And when you do, this rather portly fellow with an apron and like, you know, chef's hat, he screams at you and swings a rolling pin like your way. So please either make a contested brawl or a dodge roll, please.
Ooh, you know what? I don't want to hurt him, so I'm gonna go dodge.
Okay.
Oh. Bonk.
Okay.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
it, Shiner.
So he rolled really quite well, actually.
Oh,
So he is, yeah, he like leaps up screaming, and he, like, before like you can react, you're like pretty like startled by this like sudden onslaught, and you go to sort of like get out of the way, like you would with like a boxing punch, but this isn't a punch. He's swinging something at you. And
Yeah, he's a little longer than you're used to.
and so
this guy got reach.
and so you like duck your head back, and the pin just like clobbers you on the side of the head, and you sort of see stars.
Is it wood or granite?
It's a wood rolling pin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still
Don't
dense.
get me killed in the second
I know,
section,
that's
my
why I was
God.
like, holy shit.
Still dense. Still owie. But not nearly
yeah.
as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment, sorry. That's. Oh. Alright, never mind. I won't use that one. Sorry.
Thankfully, I've said multiple times I could take a punch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting.
Okay. Alright, you're gonna take 2 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah, you sort of see stars, and like you just know, like subconsciously, that's gonna leave like a nice mark.
Ooh. That's gonna well.
Yeah, it hasn't hit like around like your eyes or anything, but like your cheek definitely hurts. And you hear Marcus sort of like call out like, "Louis, get down!"
Whoa!
And you hear a gun being raised from the major's direction as well.
He's just a guy.
I get hit. I put my hands up and I'm just like I'm seeing stars, but I'm going whoa.
And he's holding this rolling pin, and he grabs you by your shirt, and he's like going to strike you again.
Oh.
I
want to intercept that. I want to try and catch.
You want to try and like grab his hand before he can go?
Yeah.
Okay. Rather than a brawl, because you're kind of interfering, I would say this would probably be a dex, considering that you're trying to like, you know, deftly grab his arm and hand before it comes back down.
Okay. So that's just a dex roll?
Yes, please. Excellent.
Hey.
So it like in a flash, you like, I imagine like you're like mounting over the like cupboards and stuff to get there faster.
Yeah.
Like pots and pans go fucking spilling everywhere. Yeah, and you're very fortunate that like none of it was like, you know, sharp or anything. And you slide up behind Chef, the portly Chef Stephen, and as he sort of like rears his arm all the way back to like bring it back down on Louis, you grab his arm and you kind of like what do you do from there?
I would wrench the radius and ulna so that it would hopefully let go.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you wrench his arm and he like twists sort of sideways from you, Louis, like trying to like not, you know, have his arm be like dislocated or anything. And like just involuntarily his hand just like opens up and the rolling pin goes like clunk clunk on the floor. And he's like, ow, 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 all right, stop.
We're here to help. I'm sorry that I'm hurting you, but we're here to help.
He's still got like one hand on Louis' shirt.
That's fine.
But you kind of think
that's
that
a
this
Louis
is
problem.
That's a Louis problem.
You kind of think that it's less so to like hold him still and more for like his own support, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, ow, 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 all right, let go.
I let him go. I put my hands up.
He's like
I said, we're here to help. I'm sorry I hurt you, but you hurt my friend first.
and he finally sort of takes a moment to like look around, and he sees two guns pointed at him, and he gets like very nervous again. He's like, whoa, all right, okay, look, and he turns towards you, Louis, and
are you calmed down now?
he like gently reaches out a hand towards you for like a handshake.
Is he still grabbing on his shirt?
No, he's like going out. He's like
oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
He's like rubbing his shoulder, like, and like his arm and stuff.
All right, I grab his hand for a shake,
and he like very gently shakes your hand, and he's like,
I'll nod at the two with the guns, just like, okay, it's cool, everybody's cool.
And yeah, they both lower their weapons, and quite honestly breathe a sigh of relief.
Oh, Steve, you got woo! Steve, you got what the hell? Did they call them refrigerators? They don't call them refrigerators, like icebox.
Icebox.
I don't think they had. They quite. You got any?
Oh, Steve. All right, easy. You got any frozen steak or something I can put on the side of my face before this whelps up? It's my moneymaker, you know.
And yeah, his eyes are like still wide, until he sees like Bartholomew. He like breathes a sigh of relief himself. He's like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that. Let me." And he opens up one of the larger like doors, and sort of walks inside, and rather than like a big steak, he genuinely just has like a bag, like a sack of frozen peas.
Hey, perfect.
And he's like,
perfect.
He's like, hey, look, I'm sorry to give you that shiner there, but
hey, don't worry. Water under the bridge. I understand. We're all on edge. I can take it.
With that like quick application of first aid, you can get 1 hit point back.
Hey, thank you.
It's still gonna leave a mark, but like not as bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I give it a quick look over, but yeah, no, I'm like, peas is probably best right now.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's already sort of like, you know, it's gone like
Purple.
red and a little like purple.
Yeah, medicine now, snack later. That's pretty good.
Just fucking munching on peas by the handful.
Frozen peas actually sound really good, like a good little crunchy snack. Anyway,
honestly, I'd believe it. And yeah, he sort of calms down after seeing Bartholomew and giving you the frozen peas and stuff, and he's like, "Well, I heard a gunshot, and then I thought it'd be best to stay hidden in case something else happened. I can see now.
That's smart.
But But I can see now
we're looking for whoever.
Yeah, I can see now that yous all got together and I was left out of the party. So I'm real sorry about that, man. I'm real sorry.
Hey, forget about it.
So but okay, you know my name. What's your name?
Hey, Louis.
And he shoots out a hand. Shoots out a hand again.
He gets a solid handshake now. Yeah,
to sort of like both of you, like crisscrossed.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, you know my name, Stephen at your service.
Yes. Some good hors d'oeuvres you made there,
That's
Stephen Games.
Major Third.
So, what's the plan?
Well, we was looking for you, and then we're gonna go find Marie, because I think he's the only two people left in the house that we haven't checked in with. Because we're trying to get everybody together, make sure everybody's okay.
All right.
Kind of laugh. I was like, yeah, the gunshot happened at dinner when the power went out. And
yeah, that was fucking
everyone's
weird.
Okay except for
the
doctor.
Shit, that's right. We didn't tell you the doctor got shot, but we don't know who did it.
You're fucking kidding.
No.
God.
Hey, I'm not pulling any punches there, buddy.
God damn it. Fuck. And you kind of hear, like, Bartholomew and Major Thorn chime in very quietly, like, language.
Fuck, what? Huh?
Well, like...
No, they're right. I know everything is happening here, but decorum comes first.
Anyway, why that reaction? Are you okay? What's going on?
Oh, he's my goddamn boss.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I was so hoping you knew anything. Did you see anyone else maybe come onto the premises besides? Well, I mean, not all of us are here, so you can't. Why don't you come with us to the living room, huh?
Yeah, okay. But I didn't see nobody. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Give him a pat down.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you give him a pat down. He's got like, he's like, hey, whoa, what are you doing?
I as soon as he gives a little bit of guff, I just give him a look and a finger. I don't say nothing.
He's like,
a finger.
Right. like point at
like
him.
A shoosh.
One finger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, like a shoosh. Just like you better behave.
And he's like, all right, I can see the predicament I'm in. Fair enough. Go on. And he like stretches his arms out. And yeah, you pat him down, and you find he has a small flask, and upon taking a sniff, it is most certainly whiskey.
That's fine. Back of house, that's not how it usually is.
Oh yeah. And aside from that, there's like a small notebook. It's basically just got a bunch of like foods to cook, some things to order, stuff like that. How deeply are you looking through his notebook as well, actually?
Well, I didn't search him, so.
Oh, I thought you searched him.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Sorry, I thought you said that you searched him. Sorry.
I said we need to give him a pat down, but sure, I'll give him a pat down.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. I would look through a few pages. Like, once I figure out, it's like, oh, this is what we're making. This is the ingredients we have to get from the market. Yeah.
Okay.
Not too in depth, I guess.
So you're just kind of like skimming through.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be the scenario where Freck starts reading the book and he's like looking back, like, "Hey, what are you doing with my book?" And I keep getting his attention, like, "Hey, over here, hey, over
asshole!"
here.
You know what, Freck? Give me a luck.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a luck roll.
Luck. There it is.
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, you just see the. Yeah, you just see the pages as they are. You know, the recipes, groceries to get, etc. You do see a note that says like tell Marie to like collect on Wednesdays, not Thursdays. But that's about it.
Is it all right? We're good. We're good. Let's all we all be nice and good. Why don't you come with us?
Flip the book closed, hand it back to him.
He's like, "Thank you," and he chucks it in his like apron pocket.
Chef Stephen Gapes, why don't you come with us? I realize it just sounded like a copper there for a second. I apologize. I am no pig.
And he's like, "Oh, good."
But why don't we gotta? No, you got a friend in me. All right, come on. You got a good swing there, son. That's pretty strong.
Hey, thanks. Speaking of, can I get my rolling pin back?
Oh yeah. You're gonna need that just in case we find some ne'er do wells or
He's like,
something.
All right, and he like gently,
Uh.
like slowly, like making it obvious that he's like, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Picks it up and then just puts it in his apron pocket again.
I give him a pat on I give him like a hand on the shoulder, like my left hand on the shoulder, and pat on the tummy, kind of like I'm being pleasant, but also a little bit of intimidation, to be like, hey, don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. If I wanted to hurt you, you'd know. I don't want to hurt you.
You'd already be dead.
You wouldn't have connected. So yeah, let's go find Marie. Make sure she's okay.
All right, and yeah, you all sort of leave. Bartholomew is talking to Stephen. I'll give you a quick physical description of him as well. He, like I said, he's a portly fellow, and he's got this really quite short.
Can't trust a skinny chef.
Well, true, right?
Amen. Amen.
I mean,
why do you think the rat needed to help him in the movie?
So true, King. But take off his hat. There's a shrimp.
Are you telling me?
A shrimp?
A shrimp, right? That's right.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
But yeah, but yeah, as you sort of walking, you get a better look at him now that the stress and adrenaline sort of come down. Yeah, he's a portly fellow. He's basically got his head is basically shaved, save for a rather thin mustache. It looks like he's really trying to emulate the French style. But you're not sure if that's because that's where he was trained and he wants to pay homage, or just because he thinks it makes him look better at his job and fancy. You must admit though, the food you did have was very nice, so there is that. But aside from that, he's just average looking bloke.
He made that spread alone. Damn.
God damn. And yeah, you sort of walk through the hallways. The lights flicker a little bit, but they don't go off. You're walking towards where Bartholomew says Marie's quarters are. And yeah, sure enough, this is definitely where the staff quarters should be. It's slightly less presentable than the rest of the house, but you can tell Dr. Powell does his best to make sure they're comfortable and at a pretty similar level as the rest of the house.
Good.
I want you both to give me a spot hidden check. I know I'm making you do a lot of rolls, but there's... Damn!
Ooh.
Damn!
What?
Wasn't very hidden.
Okay. So, holy shit. So, as you're walking down the hallway, it sort of terminates right where Marie's quarters are. And at the end of the hallway, there's a window and this little decorative end table with a flower pot on it. But as you're sort of walking up to the door to Marie's quarters, it's got her name on it as well. You both notice what looks to be a silhouetted figure standing at the forest's edge. So it goes house, garden and greenery, and then the surrounding forests, right?
Yeah.
So this is like 50 meters away, like 100 meters away. However much that is
Wait, which is it, 50 or 100?
Around that.
Around that is a long way.
It's probably closer to the 50 mark than the 100. He does.
Okay.
Dr. Powell doesn't have like
So
an
we do use,
extravagant garden.
Yeah, so we do use yards, which are basically meters. Just so you know.
But Frick, I don't get it.
It's okay. I'm just saying, like you don't have to translate that one. we know it's about 50 yards away. It's fine.
Okay. Excellent. So, but yeah, you see this silhouetted figure, and you can definitely tell that they're looking into the like estate. But you don't feel their eyes on you, specifically, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange to the both of you. And as you sort of approach the door closer, and Bartholomew's talking about, Marie and, her duties and whatnot, and how, she's going to be right there when we open the door. This figure turns and walks further into the forest. And that's where you notice when they sort of turn profile, they're holding what looks to be a rather large woodcutter's axe in their hand. And then they disappear into the forest. The figure that you made out from the silhouette, quite a large looking individual, wearing a bowler cap. Most probably anyway, just judging by the brim. Do you guys do anything about that information?
I don't.
Want to go ahead.
I don't say anything, but if you're next to me, I will look to see if you like acknowledgement that you are seeing it too.
Yeah. Okay, so I call out to Bartholomew. Do you have a groundskeeper or something?
Oh yes, Henri.
Henri?
Yeah. Yes.
Would he be large in stature?
Oh yes, very large fellow. Why? He would be in his shack.
That might have been him. Would he be in his shack? I mean, I think you saw it too, right, Louis?
Yeah, I saw a big fellow was holding something.
Where?
He was out in the woods there. Straight out there. I point. Just straight out there.
Does your buddy like hats?
I guess as much as anybody else, he says as he looks out the window. And the figure's gone. Sort of melted into the darkness of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you definitely saw him.
And I think he was holding an axe. I mean, as a groundskeeper, that's not out of character, but it is late.
It's very late. In fact, looking outside as well, you can sort of see that some very light sort of snow is starting to drift down. And gently sort of just giving this frosted layer to some of the grounds. And it kind of adds to this feeling that why is he out this late when it's this cold, and why was he holding an axe?
Yeah.
And I think we'll take a quick break there, just a quick pee break. There we go, and we will resume in say 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Easy. All right. I will be back, and we will. When we're back, we will see if Marie is home. Smile.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All
Right.
right.
B and or B.
Oh Christ.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. I've put a couple more hours into uh abiotic factor,
Yes.
and I gotta say, it made it a hell of a lot better for me when I only got one mod. It was just to make the backpacks bigger,
Yep.
and that was it. That's all I needed. I'm not very far like story wise, but I'm just like collecting everything.
Yep. The loot goblin is strong.
Oh, so strong.
Look. All right. Look.
Yippee!
Yep.
And there's the music
Pee.
again. Alright. So, you're all sort of gathered up in this hallway. It's actually really cramped with all of you there. And Bartholomew sort of sidles up to the door and very politely kind of like knocks on it. There is no response.
Maybe like Steven, we gotta call out to her.
He knocks again, a little bit harder this time. He's like, Marie? You can't hear anything from where you are.
I'm gonna press my I'm gonna press my ear to the door if I can.
Okay. So, you press your ear to the door, and you do hear what sounds like rustling, like bed sheets. But it's very faint, and you can't hear much else.
I don't want to I don't want to barge in, but we gotta get an answer. Um, I'm gonna reach down and check the knob. What's the lock situation on the doors? Because we have keys.
Yes,
Like
you have keys to your own rooms, and very similarly, they have
I would
keys.
say Bartholomew has a skeleton key.
Yes, they have keys to their own rooms as well, the servants. And you try the doorknob, and it kind of just rattles a little bit as you try it. And Bartholomew kind of like definitely reaches into his sort of waist jacket and pulls out a like a set of keys, and he flicks over to one, and then he puts it in. And he's like, "I must say, I'm really not a fan of invading Miss Marie's privacy like this, but it must be done." And he unlocks it, and then sort of goes to open it, and then the door opens on its own. And before you, standing in the doorway, is a very sleepy-looking black woman. She's wearing a nightgown, but you can sort of see behind her that she's got hung up like what looks like working attire. Not like, the classic French maid or whatever.
Yeah, no.
No, it's much closer to like what actual maids would wear, like just like plain clothes that let them work pretty freely. She does have gloves, and they are like those white sort of gloves, but you think that's more of a sanitary thing than anything. She looks very sleepy, and she's kind of like rubbing her eyes, and she's like, Bartholomew, what seems to be... And then she sort of opens her eyes fully and looks around at everyone else. She's like, oh.
my hands are up, palms like, hey, no trouble.
Hello. And she kind of gives like a very like gentle wave before she looks back at Bartholomew, and she's like, Bartholomew, I'm not dressed properly to meet the guests. I'm supposed to be asleep.
I'm supposed to be big same, fam, big same.
And Bartholomew kind of looks at her a little like bewildered, and then it sort of softens into this look of just empathy and just, you know, he has the news to break, but he really doesn't want to do it.
I see that he doesn't want to break the news, and I'm just, hi, my name's Freck. I'm really sorry to have woken you, but there has been an incident, and the doctor is gravely injured, and we're just trying to
doctor?
find...
Yes. Hold on. And she goes to close the door. Do you let her?
I do not.
Okay.
I put my foot in the door, and like I kind of like push the guys aside so that only I can like peer through. And I'm like, I'm really sorry, this situation. I kind of need to keep an eye on you.
She's like, what? I was just going to get changed. What happened?
I understand. Well, the doctor has been shot. To put it quickly. Meow.
little kitty meow. She looks like shocked, and then she sort of like softens up a little bit. She's like, "Oh, this is a joke, no? This is And then she looks at Bartholomew.
There's still blood on my
Yeah.
probably on my wrist or something, and I go, no, this is not a joke.
She looks at Bartholomew, and he, has that expression of, like, it's the truth. And you sort of have, like, she's still smiling, but, like, well, not smiling. Like, it's
disbelief, yeah.
Yeah. But, you can sort of see, like, her eyes are welling up a little bit. She's like, I see. Might I be allowed to get changed? Perhaps?
Yes, go ahead, and I will give you enough privacy, but I still need to keep an eye on you.
I understand. One moment. And she ducks into the room and, like, with her, like, nightgown still on, just starts, like, putting on, like, her top and, like, pants and stuff and shoes. And then she comes out and meets with you all. She's like, oh, everyone is here. I see.
Well, just about. There's still a few of them in the living room with the doctor. He's stable for now, but he's not doing good.
I see. And do you all have weapons?
There's the technicality that I don't think Louis does, but I just nod yes.
I see. Well, I do not. I am a clean woman, but I will follow along. Yeah, she kind of just is happy to tag along. She's still very kind of like shocked by the whole thing.
I kind of motion to Marcus to give it a quick sweep for any like actual weapon. Give her room a quick sweep.
Yeah.
But I keep talking to her.
Yeah, he kind of like sidles past the crowd, and he kind of like goes past. He's like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have a quick look through your room. And she sort of goes like, oh, of course, go right ahead. And you can sort of hear him having a look through the room. He's not being like, destructive. He's just being, he's being thorough.
Right. So when is it that you went to bed? Were you aware there was a power outage?
No. I retired to my quarters about an hour before festivities were to begin, I believe. So if I had to say, maybe 6 p.m.
And you didn't hear the gunshot at all?
No. I did not hear anything.
I would like to, I guess, psychology on her?
Go
Or
for it.
psychoanalysis? Wait.
Yeah. Psychology, yeah. 27. Very nice. She is telling the truth.
Okay.
She did not hear anything.
Alright. Yeah, I don't really suspect her, but I have to be thorough.
Oh, of course, yeah. So, what happened?
That's really all there was. We were eating dinner, and he was about to make an announcement, and then the power went out, and a gunshot.
I can't believe it. I don't know why anyone would want him dead.
I have some guesses, but not from us. Alright. So we're trying to gather everybody in one place. So if you wouldn't mind coming down to the living room for a bit.
Oh, oui, of course. Marcus is still searching my room. I suppose we will wait.
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, like sort of not long after she sort of says that, Marcus comes out, and he just kind of gives a shrug, like, didn't really see anything out of the ordinary.
Alright. I nod and kind of just shuffle our party back over to the living room.
Alright. So, you all sort of head back to the living room. The tension is, in a way, it's kind of been relieved. Like, you've gotten most everybody together now. The other person, is separated. Has been the whole night. He's a groundskeeper.
Yeah.
But the tension has instead been replaced by just complete confusion. There's been, like, you weren't able to find any tracks. The murder weapon is still missing. And you're really no closer to figuring out what happened than you were previously.
Right.
The only comfort is that you have more people, meaning more security, more eyes, that sort of thing. Virginia, when you come back, she is like passed out, like she's asleep on the lounge, and Dr. Gray has been like definitely keeping tabs on them, because when you come back, you can sort of see that he's like checking the pulse of Dr. Powell, and he kind of like looks up at everyone. He's like, "It's very weak now." I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's because he's lost a lot of blood, or just... And he looks a little defeated.
Do we know how long it's been since we called?
It's probably been, like, I want to say, like, 20 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
There was a lot of wandering around as Bartholomew led you around the estate. A brief moment of recuperation for old Louis after he got clocked in the head.
Good 45 seconds. Hang it. Okay, everybody stand. Hold on.
Need the stars to disappear.
I will give a sort of a comforting hand on Dr. Gray's shoulder, as and like a nod of like thank you, just to got to give the old guy a little bit extra win there.
Yeah, and he you can tell he appreciates the gesture, and he kind of rubs his eyes under his glasses, and then looks up and he's like, Where haven't we looked? Where
His
You
office?
I suppose not. That would be the yes, of course. Yeah, all right.
Why don't
We also
Uh,
spotted someone out in the woods, but we're
What?
pretty sure that's the groundskeeper.
Well, he's unaccounted for, right?
Right.
Should we have a chat to him?
honestly, I'd say not yet. Like, we know he's out there, but yeah, like for right now, let's keep the search in the house for right now. Like, you like, I look at Bartholomew, like, you also, like, y'all, you know where's his shack is, right? Like, we can go there whenever.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
there's a forest trail, and it branches a little bit, but as long as you, I think it's keep left twice and then take a right, you'll get there.
That is incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Oh, of course.
I don't know. Freck, I suggest that the two of us, Bartholomew and Dr. Gray, go find his office.
All right, I think that's fair. I think I have his key on the ring. I'm sure the master would. And he kind of looks a little uncomfortable saying that.
At this point in time, Bartholomew, if you don't have a key, we'll get the door open. That's not a problem.
Fair enough.
The only reason I haven't broken a door yet is because I'm trying to be as pleasant as possible.
And he kind of like nods solemnly, and he's like, "Fair enough. We will simply get the door replaced, if need be." Marcus volunteers to stay with Virginia and the good doctor.
And yeah, and Steve, the Steven and Marie are going to stay there with the doctor as well.
Yes. Yeah, considering everything, they're pretty happy to just be around other people at the moment.
Yeah.
Major Thorn says that he is going to actually go to the bar, which is just like a room over, and get himself some drinks. I
don't think we should be drinking right now, bud.
Maybe
one.
One,
yeah, just one.
One is enough. And sort of at the mention of drinks and alcohol, Steven perks up. He's like, "Oh, you know what? We should stick together. So I'll go with the major, and we'll keep each other under
your
wraps."
Flask?
Huh? What? You're crazy.
Don't think I didn't see that.
I know what you saw.
He knows.
Like I said, I look at them both like very sternly, and I go, one.
and Steven like pulls out his flask, opens it up, drinks, and he's like tips it upside down to show that there's none left. He's like, "Does that count?"
That counts. Well, fill it up. That's your one.
Oh, excellent. And he sort of walks quite happily into the bar room, and like Major Thorn kind of just rolls his eyes and follows along. Major Thorn still has the shotgun. Marcus still has his pistol. You guys, I don't have a firearm, but you do have some personal defense on you.
Weapon.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Knife and some brass knuckles.
Fists.
fisticuffs. Bap. So yeah, he leads you through the estate, and it's sort of a little out of the way. His office, very close to his quarters, as you could expect, and he flips through the keys and he tries a couple different ones. None of them seem to work, unfortunately. And he kind of, very dejectedly, sort of stands up, deep breath, and he looks at you, Louis, and he's like, I suppose we are getting the door replaced.
Like a little cocky.
Unless we go back and get the master's keys.
Well, Freck, did he have keys on him when you searched him?
Yeah, he had keys on him.
I should have asked as well. Did you take them or did you leave them on him?
Honestly, if we were talking about going to his manor and unlocking his door, like, I'm pretty sure if he had keys on him,
you would have,
like, something would have been said.
I would have grabbed him.
Yeah, all right. Then yeah,
the second time, not the first.
Yeah, then he looks very dejectedly at you, Louis. He's like, I guess we're getting a new door.
Well, hold
crack
on.
my knuckles, and then I'm halfway cracked knuckles. Like, what?
I pull out the keys and I
What's going
try because I don't know which one's which because I'm sure there's like 2, 3 or 4 on there.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, I guess that's a good idea too.
And he kind disappointed that you don't get to break anything, and he puts like a hand on his chest, like, oh, thank God. And he like looks at me.
Yeah, I pull him up and I go, wait, which one?
The third one.
Okay, so I take that and I unlock the door, I hope.
Yep, and yeah, you chuck it in, ka-chunk, lock sort of releases, and I'm assuming you just enter as is.
I peek my head in and scan the room real quick, but if I don't see anyone,
So,
I'm going in.
You peek your head in, and it is just like stacked with paraphernalia.
Oh goodness.
There's cabinets open, the desks are like covered in shit, whether it be like samples, notes, maps. It's a one hell of a mess. There is no one else in the room. It is dead silent. There are the smoldering embers in a fireplace in here. And yeah, it's just chock full of like African paraphernalia and like bits and pieces. And Bartholomew will sort of lean over and he'll be like, yes, I understand it's a mess. Marie's offered to help clean it and organize it, but the good doctor, he says, no, I know where everything is. So we've left it. It's a pain to look at.
That's fair.
Yep.
As long as he can walk through, that's really all that matters, right?
Yeah. Yep. Autism definitely doesn't exist yet.
And yeah, you enter the room and like it smells like paper.
Books.
Yeah.
Books.
very heavily of like paper and books, and there is like a little bit of like a smoky smell because of that, like the smoldering embers. But sort of there's a lot in here. There's like, what looks like a main desk. There's one that has like a big map sort of open across it. There's one that's just like stacked full of like papers and like they look like samples of like flora and fauna. They're the big three that catch your eye. There is also a door on one of the walls, not opposite the way you came in, sort of like probably on the left hand side, I'll say. And yeah, that's currently closed. You're not sure where it goes. But yeah, it's just chockers.
It is just chockers.
Yep. So my question now
All
is,
right.
how would you like to start?
Ugh. Flora and fauna, probably.
Okay. So give me a natural world check for that one.
Mhm.
Louis, what are you looking at?
I'm I'm peeking at that door. That door's an unknown.
Okay. So Freck, you failed the roll. However, remember that you can push rolls. The only thing you need to do
That's
is
right.
you need to tell me what you are doing as a second attempt. So, let's say on this like first attempt, you just did like a cursory sort of glance.
Mhm.
So how would you attempt to improve that or try harder if you want to push it? Just be advised, if you fail a push roll, the consequences are normally worse than they would be otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Ah,
Maybe I'll just try, like, just keep moving, like, look at the map.
Okay. So you won't have another crack at that?
No, not right yet.
Okay. So, alright, so yeah, you move on to look at the map. Jellies, you check out this door. It is unlocked when you try the knob. I'm assuming you would like to see what's on the other side.
before I open it,
Yes.
I'll put a hand on it. I notice it's unlocked, and then I look over to see if I can catch Bartholomew's eye, and kind of point at the door and give him like a quizzical look to see if he'll say something about it or what's on the other side.
There's a closet, or
So he he kind of shrugs a little bit and then he says, "Well, the master didn't really let us in his office. It was his own personal space. You understand?"
Louis gets a childlike grin across his face.
because of
He's
because
gonna
of
go.
the kinks.
He's gonna go somewhere private. Ooh.
You are
Kinky
already somewhere
paintings.
private.
and I will sort of immature, a little bit of immaturity. I'll like
Yeah.
open the door and kind of like open the door and kind of step to the side slightly and kind of be like ta-da, so we all kind of like see what it is, hoping to have like a oh, hee moment.
Okay, so it is like a walk-in closet, and it is like lined with like, you know, suits, shirts, clothing, for all occasions, and straight through to the other side. It opens up into Dr. Powell's bedroom. At a glance,
He's got a Jack and Jill closet. That's weird.
At a glance, you don't see anything like, you know, too out of the ordinary about the closet. His bedroom is also quite messy. There are also sort of papers and stuff strewn about, especially like at least at a cursory glance. Would you like to investigate further, or will you stay in the room?
No, I'm going to investigate further because like there's lights on. We can already see through to his bedroom.
Yep.
So I'm gonna kind of just like thumb through thumb through the clothes a little bit as I'm like walking through.
Yep.
You know, all the fancy clothes and shoes and all kinds of stuff like that. And, you
Yep.
know, like, and kind of take like a quick peek, you know, as I'm passing through the closet, see anything looks interesting, because I'm not like hiding my actions from anybody.
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, you walk through, and you're like having a look at all the clothes and stuff. There are some like nice like summer shirts and stuff. It really is just mostly what you would expect of like an academic to have. You know, like just suits, jackets, etc., etc. He doesn't seem to have anything super crazy out of the ordinary. There's a couple like sealed like boxes of different things. They've got like labels on them, like you know, oh, what are they called? Hutus? The Hutu tribe?
Hmm?
Or is it the Houthis? I can't remember.
Poofy.
But around, you know, what was like stuff that revolves around like what was Rwanda, you know, bloody stuff from like Egypt, even. But it's mostly just seems to be like stored papers and notes and things.
Oh. 2 boxes, one on top says top secret, the one below it says bottom secret.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Top secret, do not open. Bottom secret, please open. So,
what are you gonna do to me?
oh my god!
Oh my god! Hee hee hee.
That's what the dragon would say. Stop.
And yeah, you travel through. It like there's some, you know, other bits and bobs like you know, a walking cane, stuff like that. You never knew he'd need one. He's never used one around you, but maybe he's like hurt himself once, and you know,
Really?
just had to walk around.
Huh. I'll see the cane and I'll just kind of be like, huh, and I'll just like pick the cane up and just kind of like, huh, and I'll look back at everybody and I'll just kind of like give like a quizzical look, like, okay, like.
Oh,
I see Louis with the cane, and I kind of tilt my head as well.
Bartholomew kind of like looks at it, he's like, oh, I think that was when the master quite badly twisted his ankle on expedition. He had to come home and go on rest. They went and got a cane for it, rather than the awful crutches that they gave him. He seemed quite to like it. So I guess he kept it.
All right, if I check the map now.
Yes. So you have a look at the map, and it is a map of Africa, the continent. There's like a whole bunch of different borders drawn. Most of them are like, you know, English colony, German colony, you know, French colony, things like that. It's the 20s, so a lot of that has kind of like broken down post World War One, especially with like the German areas. But he's sort of circled some spots. The most recent one that seems to have like it's got like a big X through it, and like he's drawn an arrow pointing to it, and like he's written some stuff above it, and it just says fuck, I had it written down somewhere, sorry.
The map just says if fuck.
Ah shit. Oh god. Fuck.
Map. Language.
Damn. Fucking. Got my fucking. Goddamn. Oh yeah. It says unexplored region. Hidden secrets ? Peaceful tribes should be okay to explore. Expedition booked for like the 8th of March, so it's quite
next
old.
year. Oh, this
No,
year earlier.
Earlier in the year. So it's quite old.
Yeah.
But it's again around the Ugandan area. And he seems more excited about that one than the rest of them because he hasn't marked any of the others up like that.
So you said before Uganda?
Yeah.
It's the Uganda area.
I think Uganda's been around for a while. I just can't remember what it was called in the 20s.
Well, yeah, most of the African countries have been around for a long time. It's just
Very true.
Before we called it something.
This is very true. I love colonialism. Okay, so it was called the Protectorate of Uganda. So there you
Fancy.
go. Cool. But yeah, he seems particularly excited about that. There's like a couple bits and pieces, like notes scattered around the table as well. That's the big thing is the map. The rest of the notes, if you have a look at them, they're just like cursory investigations into like Uganda and its peoples and the various like disparate nomadic tribes that still live there. Again, most of them say that they've been like really quite peaceful and reciprocal of like, you know, the British diplomacy. You know, big quotation marks. Also known as tricking them and taking their land. Smile. But it just talks about how they seem quite wary of this one area that he's circled, and they don't like to go around it for fear of like curses and demons and whatnot.
Would that be a lake area or a mountain area?
It's probably more mountainous.
Okay. I like to ask really weird questions to get the DM to think that I thought of something. But anyway.
The game within the game.
See, thinking
right,
10 steps ahead.
Yeah. So, I didn't find anything in the zoology. I'm not finding a lot, but there is some interest, like a lot of interest in Uganda there.
Yes.
And there was like a stack of notes that you said?
Yeah, on like
the third thing?
On like his like what seems to be like his main writing desk, it is just like covered in like papers and like it even looks like there's like a manuscript on it. Quite a hefty manuscript.
I guess I'll look through those.
Okay.
Skim through those.
Yeah, I won't make you roll for it. You have a look through, and they're more detailed notes on this area. He calls it what the locals call it. They call it the area of Ash, or the land of Ash, and they basically talk about how in their legends there was a tribe of peoples who lived there. They weren't as nomadic as a lot of the other groups. They typically lived on and around the sort of like more mountainous area. And they somehow became quite powerful in these legends. They sort of learned how to refine metals and things, figured out how to like sort of dig deeper into the earth, until eventually Thurston Powell, the doctor, sorry, he equates it to like one of those myths of like hubris. In the legend, the tribe, it basically experiences this downfall when they dig too far and the mountain gets angry, right? And it, according to legend, explodes in a violent fury, which wiped out every single one of them. And they say that some demon persists in the land, and any who survived the first sort of strike, they believe this demon cursed them all and like hunted them down until they all disappeared. It's quite dramatic, and it has like quite a lot of ties to other myths, but Dr. Powell seems really interested in this one, because he thinks that there's something really special there. No one else has investigated. He's the first to go. He thinks this could be like, a big break. And when you have a look at the manuscript, it is a large book of like myths in the Central African region, but it focuses very heavily on what he discovered in the Land of Ash, as again he still calls it, and how with everything that he's found, it could really change how people view the like Ugandan peoples and the African peoples as a whole. That they had some deeper knowledge than even us, civilized Europeans. And I think that's most of what you skim through. You do find a name for this supposed demon. They just call it. It translates roughly to brimstone. You can't make out like the original word, but he provides like an approximation. But he approximates it to brimstone, which obviously he starts equating with Christianity and the idea of like hell, demons, that sort of thing. And he says that the accounts vary a lot, but it seems to be some sort of amorphous corrupting force that like steals people away, and like people would turn up dead, that sort of thing, and no one would know why or how or who did it or what did it, that sort of thing. So they just called it a demon. But I think on your first sort of cursory glance, that's the most of what you would get. Jellies, are you doing anything else with the cane? I might ask as well.
Yeah, I guess I'm just like, since I've picked it up, I'm just kind of fiddling with it as I take a look through like the giving a cursory glance of the bedroom, seeing if I grab anything. It's helping to keep my hands busy.
Yep, for sure. Okay. Do you ever like how are you fiddling with it? Are you just like sort of like walking with it? Are you like twisting your hands? Are you like
is it like smooth, or is it sort of like has some like work to it, like engraved?
It seems pretty simple. The handle is like a pretty like odd shape. Still like fine for walking, but it's a bit more like sort of curved than typical sort of like walking sticks. At least around sort of the bottom end of the handle. And like, the stick itself, very nice. Not a whole lot of sort of crazy work going on. As you examine it though, and I think you're like fiddling with it, I think actually. Again,
I shoot myself with the cane.
No. how again? Like how exactly are you fiddling with it? Because I don't.
You know what? I've got a sort of like looking at it. I kind of like lean, put it on the ground and lean on it like you would normally hold it.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
very
like
nice.
yeah, like lean on it, and then I kind of I just do the thing I would do, which is just like I'm looking at holding it in both hands, the whatever hand I'm holding it in, say like my left hand is like closer to the head of the cane, and I'm just kind of like spinning it in my hand and just kind of like filling with a little bit like thumbs, so just kind of like running over it, just getting a good borderline sexual feel of the handle area.
Okay. So, as you're like sort of.
Hey, I'm just being honest. That's what I'm doing. I'm
Fair
fiddling
enough.
with a little bit, Hey,
Fair enough. So yeah.
is it like a Snickers bar? Does it have a vein on it?
So you're like running your hands along it, and again, it's like this really nice polished like oak wood, like dark oak wood. It feels great to sort of like hold and use, and it even like twirls nicely. But as you're sort of running your like fingers and hands along it, you notice like a very, very small gap where the head meets the body.
It's
like
a sword.
It's very tiny.
Like kind of like I can catch it with my fingernail.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's oh yeah. I catch it with my fingernail a couple times and like that's it. Then I'm just like ooh.
So yeah, you like
bits.
you feel it and you're like, huh. And then you pull on the head and sure enough there's like a little click and it starts sliding outwards and it's this nice little cane sword.
Hell yeah.
It's more of a like glorified knife, if anything. Like it's not a full length sword, but it is a large blade, Would not want to get stabbed and or hit with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see that and I'm like, whoa, hot damn. Slide that bad boy back into the sheath, as it were.
Yep.
sheath the abnormally long knife.
Yep.
Cool, awesome.
It makes a very pleasing like shh sound as you do.
Okay, I am going to do that a couple more times. That is
yeah, it's like kink, shh, kink, shh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
world disappears for like 10 seconds. That's it.
All right.
Bartholomew
now that
is
I've read all that,
what? Yep.
Now that I've read all that, I want to look at the zoology and the flora and fauna again.
Okay, so.
And is that a push roll or what?
Give it another roll. This is like a reattempt. Oof.
I just don't know enough about animals. The fucking furry.
But are you a furry in this timeline? Ooh. Right, fair enough.
I think that transcends all time.
If you're a furry in one lifetime, you're a furry in all lifetimes. It's just that simple.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Have you seen 1920s fursuits?
Some of
They're
them
usually
were
pretty horrifying, but they are there.
Yeah,
they are.
They were just
But anyway,
taxidermy
sorry,
animals, man.
No, they weren't.
Some of them were.
Some of them were.
yeah, no, they were no bueno, to say the least.
That I'll agree with.
But meow.
Yes, socks.
Meow.
Kiki meow.
Right, so yeah, you yeah, you have a look, and unfortunately, nothing is really sort of like jumping out or clicking to you. They look like, you know, various bits and pieces from, you know, what you would
That's a
assume.
giraffe. That's a lion.
Yeah, it's like what you would assume is Africa.
Yeah.
There's a couple, like, they look like whatever the insect equivalent of taxidermy is. I can't remember the name for it. Where they're like on the pinboard. There's like some scorpions and stuff. Some other little crabs. Not crabs, bugs. There.
I was gonna say crabs in Uganda.
Yeah, man, they tried real hard. They were just like, oh, we're going on a holiday, guys.
It's just all the old white guys.
And
Lake
yeah,
crabs.
there's like teeth, which you can only assume are like, you know, lions, tigers, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's definitely
and bears. Oh my.
Yeah, he's definitely been to India, but his focus is more on obviously the Africas.
Thank you for
No, you're welcome
for the clarification, because I was gonna say no.
There's no tigers in Africa. But and yeah, like there even looks to be a couple bones, but you have no idea what they are.
Okay.
Don't know if they're animal or like whatever.
Not human.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yep, pretty much. But yeah, that's really about all that you gather from that table, unfortunately.
All right. Okay.
While you're in the other room, Louis, and you've sort of come back to your senses with the sword, you notice... How many paintings did you bring again, Freck? It was 3, wasn't it?
3. Mm-hmm.
There are 3 paintings open, sitting against the bed frame. And they're kind of like laid out as though, like, you know, someone were looking at them and like admiring them. They are quite odd, to say the least. There's, again, sort of as Freck mentioned when they were talking about the work they did for him most recently, there's a very distinct theme of floating and sort of like a bizarre mixture of colors and patterns. As you're sort of looking at them, though, I want you to give me... I think I want you to give me a POW check.
Power?
Yeah, POW. Powwow.
Oh, pow. Okay. Pow.
Me when I punch the bad
Pow
guy.
check.
Okay.
Hey.
So, looking at them, you sort of feel this bizarre, like, sensation in, like, the back of your mind. It feels weirdly familiar, yet very alien. And it sort of takes a lot of concentration that you've only just regained from playing with the sword, to sort of focus in on. And you kind of realize that these paintings represent more than just like abstract concepts. You feel like they relate very heavily to not only Dr. Powell, but the human experience entirely, with the idea of, like, you know, being this small creature in the grand scheme of things. But more than that, the floating kind of speaks to you, where it feels like it just feels very familiar, and you can't quite place your finger on why, but the art resonates with you in a way that you never expected. And there's that, again, that itching in like the back of your skull that this is something you know, or you've experienced, or is just something hidden deep within like the recesses of your own being. And you've never been one like I imagine you're not really sort of one for like the fine arts.
Yeah.
Unless you are, in which
Yeah,
case, hell
nah,
yeah.
yeah. Nah, yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Nah. So yeah, this is, I would imagine, well, it's a very unique experience in of itself, but it's a very unique sort of feeling to Louis, especially.
Yeah. It's not an easy way. I can't put words to it right away. I
No.
couldn't describe it to another person to me.
No, absolutely not. And then there's sort of this flash in your mind, and it feels like there is this grave danger to everyone in this building. But you can't quite place your finger on it. But you know that something about these paintings is telling you that.
Look at that. I have invented anxiety.
Invented or contracted?
Both.
Louis couldn't tell you which.
He has put a name on
it.
I guess the like sort of the feeling of impending danger, like having complex thoughts and ideas, and then the impending danger sort of like snaps me. If I do have sort of control of my where my thoughts would go, the moment I feel that, I would like snap back to it, sort of like that protector kind of reaction.
Yeah.
Of just immediately like snap back and okay. And I'll immediately turn around and back into the office. And I'll walk up to Freck and meet eyes with you, and then hand you his the cane that I picked up and I've been fiddling with.
Yeah.
I will offer it to you, and I'll I'll thumb the small part to show that like it pops open and there's a thin piece of metal inside.
Oh, cool.
Clip it, hand it to you, and be like, you paint real good.
Thank you. What? the non sequitur, and I'm also still thinking about the stuff on the desk.
Oh yeah.
Like I got like the middle-aged man stance, like the hand on hips, like I don't really know. Like I think those are the paintings that you the doc had them out.
Oh,
yeah, they're
I
pretty.
I guess he would.
Yeah, they
cool,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and I'm like lost thinking about the feeling, not looking at you. Like, yeah, they're real good. You paint real good. That's impressive.
I kind of like squint and like kind of purse my lips, like, are you okay? What's going on?
No. And like now I'm just like looking around the room, like just like looking at everybody, like it definitely like I'm not composed, just kind of antsy.
I take the cane, nod, thank you.
Yeah.
How do I add? God, it's been a while.
I have to create an item for it. Cane sword.
They are not done. They're up for another 30 seconds. Sometimes people don't get all 3 minutes of ads.
Yeah, which is a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bit odd. Bit strange, innit?
Tone is special. Like, I think that, like, the US gets the full 3 minutes most of the time, but, like, it doesn't know what to do with, like, Canada or Sweden or anything. Grams gets one ad, and it's usually,
God
like,
damn.
McDonald's. Is what he says.
Sees a Canadian. Who the fuck are you? I can't advertise to you. What the hell?
Here, have this.
Poutine, am I right?
Am I right? All right.
I believe there's a sword skill,
Skills.
but it's just like hidden away.
Yeah, they got bow, handgun, and rifle shotgun.
Yeah. So to be what would probably be considered a medium sword, so it'd be under fighting sword.
So is Quebecois like a different vernacular of French? Like I know that like in proper like in human use, I know that it's different, but like in proper advertising use, would they use Quebecois instead of just French? Even in advertising. Okay.
Whoa.
Interesting. Never really thought about it till now.
Louis just gonna walk out of the room and walk into the hallway and just keep an eye on things. Like just whatever you're gonna go do. I'm on guard dog duty.
All right. Do Dr. Gray and Bartholomew dare to go into the other room? Do they have a similar experience?
Looking around, actually, Bartholomew is also looking at the paintings. And he's also sort of, like, taken by them. But it looks like he's a lot more checked out than you were, Louis.
Oh!
Oh, he is disassociated.
Yeah, he's, if you were to go up to him and like look in like his eyes and like face and stuff, he's just not there.
I walk up beside him and I go, good, right? As an artist, I'm always going to look for ass pats.
And he's like looking at him, and then you like sidle up next to him, say like, "Hey, it's good, right?" And he's like, "Oh, Freck, my apologies. I was looking around the room, and I saw the paintings. They're very good."
Is it safe to say that because I made them, I'm not affected, or?
Well, if you take another look at them, there is a different
conduit.
Okay.
There is a much different feeling than when you had finished them and looked upon them yourself. You're not sure why. You don't have to roll, since you made them, you were in contact with them the most. And because you're an artist,
I'm sure it would have been like kind of spread out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh man, this makes me feel strange when I do this stuff, but whatever. Just keep.
Hey, it's alright. And because you're an artist, historically in the Cthulhu mythos, artists are always affected differently. So you also get this pull. However, it's more of a calling to you. There's like this voice in the back of your mind that there is this like imminent danger to everyone in the building, much like what Louis had in like that quick flash in his own mind. To you, it is like a subtle whisper in the back of your mind. It's not a voice of your own. It's not a voice you recognize. It's not even like a voice, really. Like that's the only way that you can sort of like mentally like piece together like the sensation you're getting is that it's like something is speaking to you. And
something speaking, and there's also like the very faint echo of a klaxon. just very faint.
The little train whistle, doo doo, like.
Wonder what that means.
And yeah, you sort of like look on it, and you realize that these are not the exact paintings that you painted. The art is very slightly altered and different, and there is something off about them.
Oh no!
Now I will ask you for a power check, but this is going to be different to sort of what Jelly's check was.
Okay.
Okay.
God damn it. I get shitty low rolls every time I'm playing D&D, and now I'm getting shitty high rolls. What the fuck? Anyway,
so
continue.
Yeah, there's this pull, and you're trying to like, and you know that there is something off about the painting. There is something different. There is something new to it, and you're desperately trying to like grasp at whatever that is. And anytime you think, like, anytime you try and focus in on it, it's like you're grabbing, like, silk, and it is just slipping through your hands. And sort of, in your own mind, it feels like you're skating on ice, trying to, like, gather your own thoughts this way. It's, like, needless to say, very difficult. And there's still that sort of like that whispering in the back of your mind, something is wrong, there's like something has happened, and you think it might be the doctor's fault. And that's the most of what you can grab before the feeling fully slips and fades away. And I know we technically still have 15 minutes, but I think that's a good spot to stop.
Excellent.
Okay.
I think that leads to a lot of questions, and I know you both probably have a lot right now.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I can't wait.
I was gonna wait till we were done. I wasn't gonna do it in the moment, but I was gonna. Here's Vigo.
Illegal.
You are like the buzzing of the flies.
So, yeah, we'll leave it there. Just to sort of catch up on where everybody is. It is you two and Bartholomew currently in Dr. Powell's office and bedroom. There is...
And we wanted to bring Dr. Gray as well.
Oh, did you want to bring Dr. Gray? Sorry, Dr. Gray was with you, but he was very fucking infatuated with, like, all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Just completely fascinated. Like, he's also checked out.
When we come back, I'm going to talk about the fucking manuscripts and whatnot, but not right now.
But yeah, like he just like catch you up on what he's doing as well. He's also checked out, but because he's so invested in like all of this like research and stuff that Dr. Powell has.
Right, exactly.
And yeah, so you four are there, meaning that between you, I know Freck, you took one of the lanterns. I think you also took the electric flashlight. If I'm not mistaken. I think Bartholomew would have another lantern, considering that you guys are exploring. And then I think like all the candles and stuff would have been left with the rest of the party. and they'd have a couple lanterns amongst themselves as well. So Thorn and Stephen Gabbs, the cook, are in the bar. I forgot her name. Virginia, Marcus, and the doctor and Marie are still in the living room. Or they were in the living room when you left them. And that's where everybody is. Everyone's feeling very tense, to say the least. Thank you guys for coming and being such, honestly, just very, very phenomenal players. You guys are killing it.
Aw.
Thank you.
You guys are killing it. Like the mix of roleplay and like investigation, it's perfect. It's excellent. And I like I like sort of having both of you desperately trying to like glue the pieces back together. Like, figure out what the hell's going on. I'm watching the brain cells ping off of the borders of the brain, trying to hit the corners.
Yeah.
I got one idea, and I can't punch a painting, so I have no idea.
I mean,
thank you for not punching the paintings.
I was gonna say you can.
I'm like, do I touch it? I don't know.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Action number one, next session.
We'll
yes.
Find out in 2 weeks.
But yeah,
August 1st.
Yes.
Thank you guys again. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yes.
I would say because I've already run this scenario twice for 2 different groups, and I've reworked it quite majorly for you guys because I wasn't super happy with the other 2 and sort of how they turned out. I'm very happy with this right now. I'm very, very happy with this one.
Hell yeah.
Good.
And I hope you guys are having fun because
yes,
I definitely am.
I am. Yes.
I have questions on how to add stuff, but we can do that after we close out the stream.
Yeah, I need to add it as an actual.
I need to make my sword.
I wonder if that will roll properly.
I'm glad I've been bestowed the sharp pointy thing. It's like, you have a small short pointy thing. You know how to use sharp pointy things. I do, thank you.
You understand, Louie. And that was the depth of his knowledge until he thought about the universe 3 minutes ago.
The entirety of everything.
And everything is scary now.
Woo.
Surely it's got the skills in the compendium for fighting sword. I would hope so.
We'll figure that out in a minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just end stream this time, and like I said, if any lurkers hang out for a bit, I'll be back up in about is it 10 it starts? So yeah, in about 40 minutes or so I'll be back. Hey, yo, kitty. And yeah, I'll see you for Arma in a bit.
Yippee!
Yay!
Anything to add, Dino?
Not really. I am very keen to continue on and hopefully blow your fragile little sanity out your brains.
No, not my brains. I need those.
No,
It's not a big loss for me.
I am happy that Jellies isn't a murder hobo. It always
Jellies.
drives me crazy when I get groups of playing D&D and everyone's like, just kill it. Like, no, we need information.
No, like, yeah, genuinely, you two are killing it. You're doing very, very, very well.
No, we're not killing it because we're not.
True. Sorry, my bad. My bad. You're so right. Oh, okay.
Alright.
So I can add fighting sword to your sheet, and then I can add the cane sword. There you go.
Hell yeah.
You now
Yay.
have
Nice.
the cane sword.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a bit of a boost.
I'll take it. All right. Okay. Thanks, everybody, and I will see you in about 40 minutes. Bye.
I
Alright.
just
Stream but off.
stream.
Trim off.
Stream. I can turn off
Very
my-
good, very good. Yeah, when it came to I can say when it comes to either running a tabletop RPG or playing in one, um, uh, it's yeah, it was definitely. I mean, I got some, like, I don't know, like, I think within the first like 6 months I got all like my murder hobo out of me, if there was any in there to begin with.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
And
no, I enjoy, I very much enjoy what we are doing here.
hell yeah. But yeah, I find a lot of like the murder hobo stuff just comes from players who are A, inexperienced, and B, don't really care.
Yeah.
So they tend to just sort of like go like, ah, fuck it, we'll just, speed things up by murder hoboing, and then it's like, that's not fun. Stop.
Yeah,
like
it's yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things. Experience is definitely one of them,
Yeah.
but it's also, it has to be something that offers them other than that.
Oh,
Like
100%.
Dungeons and Dragons is like 90% of the book is things to do in combat. Like
Yes.
that's what else are you going to get out of it?
Yeah, and that, yeah, that's very true as well. Which is why I think I like Call of Cthulhu and a lot of the other sort of role play heavy games.
Oh yeah,
Because combat's fun, right? But man, I
Yeah.
love doing some fucking RP and being a goofy goober.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, hell yeah, guys! I'm glad you guys are having fun.
good stuff.
Uh,
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we might be able to wrap it up next time. We will
Oh.
see, because you guys went through a fair bit today, so well done.
Good.
All right,